Hi guys, I'm Peggy here at From the Witch's Garden, trying to grow a cut flower garden on my allotment here in Kanagawa Prefecture, Japan. Thanks for checking out my channel. So I'm actually down in the garden a bit earlier than usual. It's only been 3 days since I was here last, but it's been really hot here. I am actually hiding in the shade, which means the video is not great. But it is 9 AM in the morning here and we are currently at 32 degrees Celsius with a real feel of 35 degrees Celsius, and it has been like this all week with not a hint of rain. We've been sitting between 35 degrees and 37 degrees and it's really been punishing the garden. You know, everything's still really small and really young and they're just getting baked from the roots down. So I've been down here every morning and every evening trying to get as much water onto the garden as I possibly can. When I came down yesterday morning, I noticed that a lot of the weeds had started to come up, so I've come down to do a bit more of the weeding today. But also I realised that my sunflower have started to put on a lot of height because they love the heat. So today is going to be my first pinching day and I am terrified about it. But I'll go show you the sunflowers. Ah, look at these guys! They got so big! It's like the only thing in the garden that's actually doing really well. Look at him! Flowers. Okay, so now that these guys are getting nice and tall, it means I have to pinch them. Now, anyone that doesn't know that, pinching means literally just chopping the heads off them. I've never done this before. I get the idea behind it. Your sunflower are coming up, and if you chop off the top stem, then it forces the plant to put out 2 new stems. So instead of just having the flowers that would have come up on that one stalk, you're going to have twice as many flowers coming up on 2 stalks instead. I get it. I've watched my Floret mini summer course on it.
And you want to cut right above a set of leaves. That is key. That's going to encourage the plant to branch from the base. So stick.
Look at the size of her amaranth. Mine's like this big. Oh man.
Nobody can use it, so you'll have
Where they talked a lot about how to do it and why to do it, and I get the theory, but it's the only thing that's growing in my garden. It's the only thing that's put any height on it, so to go in and chop them now, I'm really worried about doing that. Also, this only works for branching sunflowers. A lot of sunflowers are single stem sunflowers, and if you go in and chop the main stem off of them, you're not getting a flower. I have checked and double checked and triple checked, and I'm pretty sure all of my sunflower are branching sunflower and therefore are going to want to be pinched. But there's still a little bit of my brain going, but are they? Are they really? Are we sure? Or are we about to cut off the only flower that's actually growing well in the garden? So yeah, I'm nervous about this one. I am. The other thing about pinching is that, like I say, I've never done this before, so I'm going purely off what I've read in books and what I've seen on the internet, things like that. And of course there's contradictory advice. So some people say that you should pinch them out when they hit about 30 centimeters, and other people say wait until they've got their 6th leaf node on. So I mean, he's well above 30 centimeters, but if we count up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's actually on his 7th, so he's ready to go. This one, mosquito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just putting out his 6th now. So I think this is kind of the height that we should be doing it. So some of them have maybe gone a bit past when was the optimal time to do it, but I want to get them all done at the same time for the ones that I planted at the same time. Obviously my teddy bear that we put in a bit later, and my common sunflower are taking a really long time to grow. Weirdly, they're the only ones that I actually bought in Japan. You'd think they would go faster with this weather because they're from a Japanese seed company. But they're taking a really long time to come up. So I'm doing the ones that I planted out in my first batch of planting. And I'm going to take off about 10 centimeters. So on this one that will be down to 1, 2, 3, about the 4th leaf node. I'll take it. And we're going to pinch it just above where the leaf is coming out. Actually, I'm going to take that one a bit higher. So yeah, let's go get our pinchy pinchers and possibly kill all our flowers. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The first one I'm starting with is actually quite small. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're on their 6th though, so I'm gonna cut it back to here. I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I'm really nervous. Okay, sorry little guy. You tell me it's for your own good. I did it! I did it! Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, hold on, this guy's already got 2 coming. Did his main stalk get chopped off? I'm leaving that one. It's got 2 stalks. Let's see if you can see. Can you see? This one, I'm in the way. Out the way. This one, the main stalk has already come up and naturally split into 2. 1, 2. I'm not going to cut you. Hey. There, it's done. Pile of sunflower heads. Florette made me do it. I hope this works. I hope this works, Florette. Blaming you if it doesn't. It's so hot. Okay, so that is all of my sunflower snipped out, pinched out. I will eventually have to do that with my cosmos, with my zinnia, and with my amaranth. Possibly with my calendula as well. I'll have to double check that one. But it just means, I don't know what that was, it just landed on me. It just means that for the same flower you're going to get twice as many blooms, if it works. Or you misread your seed packet because it was in Japanese and you've just chopped the heads off of all of your flowers. One are they? Now I'm going to give the garden a quick once over. I'm going to take out any weeds that have come up. That's my next job. Let's do that. The mosquitoes are killer today. So many. Okay, so that's the weeding done. The next thing I want to get done today is, now that my sunflower have been pinched, I'm hoping they're going to grow up quite quickly. So I'm going to put my second layer of netting on there so that they'll grow up through the netting. And a butterfly just landed on my phone. And they'll grow up through the netting and have the support they need. So that's next. I'm just noticing as I'm doing this, the gardening, that something's eating my amaranth. Quite a lot of them have got insect marks on. Which is not good. So what I'm going to do is actually take the bottles that I've had over my dahlia, because it seems that nothing's actually touching them, which is surprising. And I'm going to put that over there. And leave that on a few days and see if that helps. I'll take them in a little and see if I can get them to stop eating. Weirdly, mostly the green ones. There's a little bit of bug damage on some of my purple. Apparently green is the flavour of choice. Let's get these covered up. So the last thing I'm going to do today is a bit of an experiment. I've seen this done for houseplants and things when people are going away on holiday and they've got no one to look after their plants. Filled a bottle, I have put holes in it so when you turn it upside down, water comes out. Now the idea is you stick this in the ground about maybe 3 inches away from the roots of where your plant is, and when the soil's saturated the water won't come out the bottle, and as the soil dries and needs more water it'll leach the water out of the bottle. So I've got a few of these now. I think I've only got about 6 bottles and that's what I've been saving for 2 months. We don't really use plastic bottles in our house, so I'm going to have to play favourites and choose where to put these. Now the sunflowers seem to be doing okay on the amount of water that they've got now. Weirdly my poppy are really struggling. Now these are California poppies and I mean it's hot in California, right? I thought they'd be okay, but they're really not thriving, shall we say. They're very patchy. I'm not sure how many we're actually going to get. I really love my aster, so I'm going to give them one of these and see if that helps them come along. And then I'll just kind of look around and see who's looking a bit thirsty and put a bottle in near them and just see if it makes any difference to how they grow. I'm not utterly convinced all the water is not just going to leach out straight away because the soil is really dry, but I mean it's an experiment, so let's see if it helps. It's going to work. How quickly is that water going down? Okay, it's now just after 10 AM, which means the baby will be waking up from her nap. It's also 36 degrees Celsius out here, which means I'm about to spontaneously combust. So I'm going to call it a day. We've lopped the heads off our sunflowers. We've got a second row of support netting in. We have done the weeding. I've put those bottle protections over my amaranths because they were getting eaten. I've tried putting in these bottles, which actually only one of them drained out instantly, and I think that's actually because there was a wee crack in the bottle. So let's see if that helps anything, in which case I might have to go scavenging plastic bottles off of everyone I know. I've done that and I've given it a little bit of water, but we'll come back down tonight once it's cooled off and give it a good drench. So I'm calling it quits for today. Mm-hmm.
I did it. Is it going to do more?
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I'm just down at the garden giving it a bit of water because it's been so hot, and I've noticed that my zinnia have already started putting out flower, which means I need to pinch them. I was supposed to pinch them before they did that, so I'm going to grab my clippers now and give them a bit of a pinch too. Look, our first flower. Oh, that's so exciting. Hello. Unfortunately, I'm about to chop your head off. Sorry. Okay, so last time I was down here pinching my sunflower, I decided not to do my zinnia then because they're still quite small. And I thought they needed a bit more height on before I did it. But as they're going to flower, now I'm looking at them, you can see that this one is also starting to get a little flower bud in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch them now. Now you can see if I just went down the stalk there, it's already putting out another couple here. So I'm not sure if I actually want to go even lower. They say about 10 centimetres. So maybe I want to go right down to there and pinch. There, or there. And if it's already putting stalk out there, then it doesn't make much sense to pinch. So maybe I want to go there. I'm going to go with there. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do this first row. I put this first row in a week before the row behind, and you can see the row behind. I mean, what a difference a week makes. Well, the ones in the middle are a bit bigger, but still, I mean, the difference of that to that. These were seeded at the same time, they germinated at the same time, but for some reason the first floor just grew faster. So I'm going to leave these ones and just pinch the first four, this front row here. Let's do it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go in there. Dun dun dun! Pinch, and it's done. Here we go, 4-pinch zinnia. The little heads lying next to them. I'm wondering if I should do my cosmos, because they're getting quite tall too. Let's go have a look, see if we can find any buds. Okay, so I don't see any buds on my cosmos yet. Doesn't seem to be anything coming yet. But they are quite tall, so I think I might just go ahead and pinch them too. Or at least the big ones. Some are definitely bigger than others. My bonbon are smaller at the back. Those ones down there at the back are slightly smaller. So I might go ahead and pinch these ones first, which are my cranberry, and that back line of the white, or at least the end too. Look at this one, it is starting to get a flower head on it. So yeah, definitely time to go ahead and pinch. While we're here, we may as well check in on the sunflower. And I'm really impressed with these. I was so scared I was going to be chopping off all their heads and killing them and going to get no flowers at all. But that was 2 days ago, and you can already see, if I turn the camera around, you can already see that this is where I chopped it. And we're already starting to get new shoots come out here, 1, 2, which is exactly what we wanted. The next one, so here is where I snipped it, and it's already, go onto the wire here, putting out new shoots. So, I mean, some aren't. Where's your new shoots, buddy? But yeah, that gives me hope that I haven't actually just killed them all. Yay. It's really hot.